And welcome back to another episode. As always, we're so glad to have you here today. Today we're going to be talking about, yet again, more breaking news in what is turning out to be a very busy week at Tesla. This week we had Battery Day, we had updates on enhanced full driving, and now it turns out late last night, Tesla released an acceleration boost option for the Tesla Model Y. Now, we're not surprised to see this. As a matter of fact, on this channel, we've been talking about the acceleration boost and how it's extremely likely to be released at some point. Well, that some point is now. So today, we're going to be talking about just that. If you haven't already, we'd really appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the channel as we continue to post content regularly. And every time that there's breaking news, we try to get that out as quickly as possible so that you know at the very front end of these announcements. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Bearded Tesla. So one of the things Tesla is really good about is building cars that have the ability to have software updates that add value to the car. Of course, full self-driving is one of those things. Standard autopilot is another. And for this month, they also released an enhanced full self-driving, which is a limited set of updates for full self-driving. It doesn't include any of the future enhancements that they're going to bring, but it'll give you a smaller suite for half the price at $4,000. This model works so well, and many of the traditional auto manufacturers are starting to take note and starting to bring out their own options of software updates for a price. We saw recently that one manufacturer is actually considering doing a subscription plan even just for the heated seats in the car, which is kind of unusual, but this value of monthly subscriptions and software updates to boost revenue is brilliant. So late last night, the option to get an acceleration boost for the long-range all-wheel drive Tesla Model Y was just released. It is almost identical to the same option that was available to the Tesla Model 3 last year. This is going to be a $2,000 option, and it is going to improve your 0 to 60 time by half a second. The Tesla Model Y long-range all-wheel drive comes standard at 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. And 4.8 seconds is no slouch. Let's be honest, you can look at a number of cars that are faster 0 to 60 than 5 seconds, and you're going to be in a crowd of BMW 5 Series, the Audi A6. There are a number of V6 options out there that do 0 to 60 in that just shy of 5 seconds. So with that, you're in a crowd of some pretty reasonably quick vehicles. Of course, you're not the fastest car on the road, but you are faster than most. Now, getting that 0 to 60 even half a second faster gets you to 4.3 seconds 0 to 60, and you're starting to approach 4 seconds. Now you're starting to talk about performance cars. You're getting really close to the point where there's not many cars out there that are faster. And some of the videos I've enjoyed seeing online is where a diesel truck is parked next to a Tesla Model Y, and just before they're about to try to coal roll them, they're able to take off much quicker and get out of that area. When it comes to passing people on the highway, the Tesla Model Y does it with ease, of course without a transmission and just having that instant torque. There's no problem getting around any hazards on the road and passing on the highway. But who doesn't want to go just a little bit faster? Going 0 to 60 in half a second faster doesn't seem like much, but it actually is quite a bit. And for $2,000, you can now do that in the Tesla Model Y, long range all-wheel drive. There are some aftermarket options in the Tesla Model 3 that recently happened this year, and Tesla is working feverishly to shut those down. Now, the workarounds seem to be working for now, and it is about half the price of what Tesla's is and gets you more power than what Tesla's update does. Will we see similar options aftermarket for the Tesla Model Y? I think it's very likely. And will it be about $1,000 instead of $2,000? Yes, probably right around that as well. However, anytime that you do an aftermarket software update, of course you have warranty issues to be concerned about. But this is all about the Tesla Model Y performance update from Tesla. For $2,000, you need to decide, is it worth the half a second? What does a half a second faster feel like? Going 0 to 60 half a second faster, you're definitely going to feel that difference in the seat of the car. You're only going to be 0.8 of a second slower than the performance model, and that is quite a significant difference, but you're now less than a second slower than the performance model. So if you're considering the performance model, perhaps this is an opportunity to get the long-range all-wheel drive, get the performance upgrade for $2,000 rather than spending the money to get the full performance model that does 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. Now you'll be doing 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds, having spent $2,000 extra rather than the $10,000 it costs today to go to the performance model. Plus, you can maintain the comfort of the long-range all-wheel drive suspension, the wheel options, and so forth, and not have to deal with a longer-term, bumpier ride in a performance model. That's just natural with a performance model to have a performance suspension. Those 21-inch wheels provide very little sidewall and comfort on bumps. So this may be a great alternative, especially if you're really considering the performance model. Save yourself $8,000, still have a plenty quick vehicle, and enjoy it without having spent the extra $10,000 for the performance model. So I'm curious to know, are you going to be considering, or are you going to go ahead and pull the trigger and get the $2,000 upgrade? Here at Bearded Tesla, we're not made of money. However, I'm very excited to potentially do this. One of the things I have to do before I consider actually pulling the trigger though, I need to get a GPS enabled timer so that we can see real world what the 0 to 60 is as the car sits now compared to what it is after the upgrade. When the Tesla Model 3 performance upgrade came out, there are plenty of examples where people were able to show more than half a second improvement with this performance upgrade. I'm curious to know if that's going to be the same case with the Tesla Model Y. I wouldn't anticipate it wouldn't be the same case. So Tesla is notorious for under-promising and over-delivering on performance metrics. So with this upgrade, perhaps we're even closer to 4 seconds, but only way to tell will be with a GPS-enabled tracker so that we could tell. So stick around to the channel, subscribe if you haven't already. If you've enjoyed this video, give it the thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time, perhaps with a performance upgrade.